As I step through the door, fatigue clings to me like a heavy cloak, the echoes of my journey still ringing in my ears. All I crave is the comforting embrace of my own bed, a refuge from the world outside. The past few months have unfolded like a relentless whirlwind of airports and hotel rooms, leaving me longing for the soothing embrace of my sanctuary. Yet, as I cross the threshold of the house, gently shutting the door with a soft click, the peace I yearn for is instantly obliterated. The scene unfolding before my eyes leaves me breathless, a shocking revelation that I could never have foreseen. There he sits, a figure shrouded in shadows, the air thick with anticipation. Daniel sat on the couch in the living room, the dim light of the lamp casting an eerie glow that danced across the shadows, creating an unsettling atmosphere. My gaze locks onto him, his hand darting with frantic energy, and time seems to freeze as my heart skips a beat. He remains oblivious to my existence, ensnared in his own realm, his gaze fixed intently on the glowing screen of his laptop. He remains oblivious to my presence, and I find myself frozen in place, caught in a web of uncertainty about what to do next. A torrent of emotions crashes over me. Meet Marcus, the boy who has been a part of my life since his earliest days, the child my husband introduced into our world. We've woven a tapestry of memories, from sun-soaked family vacations to the warmth of Sunday morning breakfast. As I witnessed his journey unfold, we exchanged moments of joy and sorrow, forging an extraordinary connection that has always set us apart. Yet, this is a reality I could never have foreseen. For a fleeting heartbeat, I contemplate slipping away, allowing him the solitude he craves. Yet, my feet are anchored, refusing to budge from this very place. An irresistible wave of intrigue and daring washes over me, compelling me to engage in this enigmatic game. A spark of mischief ignites within me, whispering that this moment could unfold into something captivating. With a steadying breath, I clear my throat softly, ready to reveal myself to the world that awaits. The sudden sound jolts Marcus, his hand halting mid-motion, a mix of guilt and shock, etching itself across his features. His eyes, wide with astonishment, lock onto mine. And in that fleeting instant, we engage in a profound exchange of silence, the atmosphere heavy with the weight of unvoiced thoughts. I hold my ground, embracing a calmness that feels foreign yet necessary in this moment. "Hi, Marcus," I say, my voice steady and composed, concealing the storm brewing beneath the surface. To my surprise, I stumbled upon you in this place at such an unexpected hour. His embarrassment hangs in the air, thick and suffocating. He opens his mouth, then closes it again, a silent battle raging within as he fights to find the words that elude him. He stammers, his voice trembling with uncertainty. I never expected anyone to return so quickly. Here I stand, at the precipice of the unknown. I respond with a gentle smile, warmth radiating from my expression. His gaze hovers over my suitcase, a silent question hanging in the air, and I seize the moment to propel the conversation ahead. Your father is absent for now, but he will return home by tomorrow. I believed I could outsmart the crowd and return before the chaos unfolded. As I speak, I catch his eyes wandering downward, the unease radiating from him palpable in the air. With unwavering resolve, I plunge into the depths of the strange and alluring. Please, continue, Marcus. I wouldn't dream of interrupting you. Kindly proceed. I will hold my judgment. Each of us carries our own desires, hidden beneath the surface. A whirlwind of emotions dances across his face, each one more captivating than the last. A swirl of confusion enveloped her, igniting a spark of curiosity, while a shadow of something darker lurked just beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered. A flicker of doubt gnaws at my mind, whispering of potential missteps. Yet the intoxicating allure of the unknown roots me firmly in place. I don't know if I can do this, he mumbles, his voice a fragile thread barely rising above the silence. Utter nonsense, my dear. So, you are a man, are you? Or perhaps you seek a guiding hand? I propose, my voice playfully tinged with a dare. The silence that follows hangs thick in the air, charged with unvoiced emotions and hidden truth. I've ventured into uncharted territory, shattered a barrier, and now I hold my breath, waiting for his response. At last he exhales, the sound heavy with a sense of defeat. The sound of my name echoes in the air, sending a thrilling shiver down my spine. A potent blend of intimacy and peril that lingers in the shadows. I advance another step closer to him, my motives a blend of care and an unsettling allure. Tonight, Marcus, I shall take on the role of your guide. Let me guide you through this journey. As I draw near, he writhes, the weight of his uncertainty hanging thick in the air. Yet, I feel an undeniable urge to shatter this barrier, to venture into the uncharted territories of this exhilarating new dynamic. You trust me, don't you, Marcus? I whisper gently. He nods, a subtle movement, his eyes deep wells of uncertainty. As I settle beside him, my perfume envelops us, a quiet accomplice in this enigmatic waltz. Watch and learn, Marcus, I whisper, my voice barely a breath as I take the reins from him, my thoughts racing with the weight of this reckless choice. What unfolds next is a thrilling dance on the edge of danger and desire. With each step, I seize the reins, navigating him through the wild unknown. I transform into a trusted confidant and mentor, daring to push boundaries, skillfully maneuvering through awkward moments, and surrendering to instances of intense intimacy. The night fades into dawn, shrouded in silence as the unspoken events linger in the air, the burden of our shared secret pressing down upon us. How could I have foreseen the twist my life would take on that seemingly ordinary morning? As I sat across from Daniel at the kitchen table, the morning light cast a stark glow on the palpable tension that hung between us, a haunting reminder of the reckless choices we had made. The events of the previous night lingered in my mind like a haunting dream, and I could sense the tempest of emotions swirling within Marcus. I'm truly sorry, Helena, he began, his voice thick with remorse, each word weighed down by the gravity of his feelings. Surprise washed over me like a tidal wave the moment I laid eyes on you. He turned his eyes away, fixating on the elaborate design of the tablecloth, as though searching for refuge within its comforting patterns. A wave of uncertainty washed over me, leaving me paralyzed in the moment. My heart ached for him. It was more than the apology that lingered in his voice. His features were etched with a raw vulnerability that captivated the soul. As I stood there, I couldn't help but reflect on the journey of Marcus, who had transformed from a curious child into a contemplative young man. In that fleeting moment, every iteration of him flashed before my eyes, each one a testament to the passage of time. I yearned to offer him solace, to be the anchor he desperately craved. No need for apologies. We've all found ourselves ensnared in those fleeting moments when our deepest desires overwhelm us. His gaze darted to mine, a spark of surprise and relief washing away the tension etched across his face. Is that true? Do you grasp the weight of what I'm saying? The desperation in his gaze was unmistakable, revealing that he was grappling with something far deeper than mere awkwardness. He found himself wrestling with a profound dilemma, a shadowy concern that had lingered in the depths of his mind, buried and neglected for far too long. Realizing this conversation held deeper significance, I resolved to delve deeper. I do, Marcus, I affirmed, my voice steady yet laced with an undercurrent of emotion. Though it may seem daunting, we can delve into this together. Silence is not your only option. You can break free from the shadows of your pain. I'm here, ready to hear your story. And if you find yourself in need, I stand prepared to offer my support. His breath caught in his throat, and his eyes flared with a sudden intensity, as if my offer had pried open a hidden door within him. He leaned in closer, his hands framing the plate, as if it held the secrets of the universe, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. Would you really go that far for me? But what could we possibly... I felt a surge of emotion at the unfiltered sincerity in his question, and the flicker of hope that lingered in the air, palpable in his moment of uncertainty. In that moment, I chose a path that would irrevocably alter the trajectory of our existence. I'll teach you, I declared, my voice steady and resolute, a conviction that caught even me off guard. We'll embark on a journey through the essentials, the power of communication, the strength of confidence, and perhaps a touch of the enchanting art of romance. Small beginnings, yet they hold the promise of something greater. The room plunged into an eerie silence, each word I spoke echoing in the stillness. His expression was a battlefield, a tumultuous clash of curiosity, fear, and an undercurrent of something deeper, something raw and instinctual. Within him, the struggle between the heavy chains of societal norms and the seductive pull of taboo raged fiercely. But Elena, our bond has always been strong, yet you remain my stepmom. Doesn't this feel, I don't know, unsettling in some way? His words pulled at the very core of my being. I understood the fragility of this moment, a precarious equilibrium that had the power to transform our very existence. In that fleeting moment, an insatiable urge surged within me, compelling me to break through the boundaries of the ordinary. As I extended my hand across the table, our fingers barely grazed, igniting a spark that hung in the air between us. Family is more than blood, Marcus, I began, my voice a gentle whisper, yet laced with unwavering conviction. In the depths of our shared struggles, it's the unwavering presence that binds us. I yearn to stand by your side, ready to lend my support, no matter the storm that brews around us. And if this is the path I must take, then so be it. We will embark on this journey side by side. The morning sun blazed with an intensity that felt like a jubilant cheer for our choice. As I gazed into Marcus's eyes, I witnessed a transformation, a spark of resolve slowly overtaking the earlier uncertainty. He nodded, a subtle shift, yet it carried a weight of meaning that hung in the air. Very well, Elena. His voice resonated with newfound steadiness. My faith in you runs deep. It will be our hidden treasure, a thread that weaves an extraordinary connection between us. Anticipation coursed through me as I stood on the brink of my first lesson, ready to dive into the unknown. A smile danced across my lips, and in that fleeting moment, I realized that everything between us had irrevocably changed. As the journey unfolded before them, the road was shrouded in mystery, each step promising trials yet to be faced. Yet, the call of this wild expedition was impossible to resist. The days that unfolded after our life-altering conversation settled into a peculiar cadence, defined by a silent agreement that bound us together. Ayla, the unwavering matriarch of this domestic realm, suddenly stepped into a new role, a position that ignited both exhilaration and dread within me. Daniel stood before me, a blend of eagerness and bashfulness swirling in his eyes, ready to embark on a journey of discovery. Our home, once a sanctuary of comfort, had transformed into a stage where the intricate dance of desire and human connection unfolded in the most surprising and profound ways. I started by unveiling to Daniel the intricate dance of subtlety, a formidable weapon in the captivating world of seduction. Every day, I selected my outfit with meticulous intention, transforming my wardrobe into a silent instructor of sorts. A flowing silk blouse that dances with every movement, a tantalizing glimpse of skin, or a playful skirt that flirts with the breeze. Every outfit became a chapter in a captivating tale, shrouding me in an enigmatic allure that stirred his senses with every glance. Marcus, with his keen eye, would catch these subtle shifts, a flicker of realization igniting in his gaze. His initial shyness melted away, revealing flashes of audacity, as though he were seizing the intoxicating power of suggestion. On a sun-drenched afternoon, I glided through the living room, adorned in a flowing, sheer summer dress, its vibrant floral pattern swirling enchantingly with every step I took. His gaze trailed after me, his eyes lingering on the subtle curves that whispered of untold stories. Feeling his curiosity intensify, I halted, allowing the fabric to cling to my skin, revealing just enough to entice while shrouding the rest in mystery. His breath hitched in his throat, and I could almost sense the gears of longing whirring in his mind. "It's about patience, Marcus," I murmured, my voice weaving through the stillness of the room. Beauty unfolds gradually, a delicate dance of intrigue that keeps the mind in suspense. I twirled, feeling the fabric dance around me, a vibrant, pulsating extension of my very being. The secret lies within the tension that crackles in the air, forging it, nurturing it, and then, at the most unexpected moment, unleashing it. As I spoke, I watched him take in this new lesson, his eyes reflecting a world of understanding unfolding before him. His eyes, once captivated by the alluring spectacle unfolding before him, now sparkled with a profound realization. This was an undeniable force that transcended the surface, pulling them into a deeper connection. It was a journey into the depths of the mind, where the power of suggestion transformed the mundane into the extraordinary, revealing hidden wonders in the everyday. Our days unfolded like a delicate dance, every step a lesson in the art of revealing and concealing. I took on the role of his tutor, delving into the intricate labyrinth of human desire, a realm that was both otherworldly and strikingly tangible. With each gentle revelation, I sensed his confidence swell, his reservations dissolving in the glow of my unwavering support. In the midst of another lesson, I decided to embrace my femininity, slipping into a pair of fitted jeans and a low-cut blouse that highlighted my silhouette, drawing the eyes of those around me. The expression on Marcus' face, as he stepped into the room, revealed his deep appreciation for the scene before him. "Notice how each outfit tells a different story," I instructed, my voice echoing in the stillness as I paused in the doorway. "It's a quest to seize the gaze, stir the heart, and ignite a yearning for what lies ahead." We plunged into uncharted territory, delving into the intricate dance of touch and the powerful interplay of closeness and separation. In one fleeting instant, I find myself leaning in, my breath a soft whisper brushing against his ear. In the following moments, I kept a deliberate distance, allowing the tension to thicken in the air between us. These lessons were a complex tapestry, weaving together the physical and the psychological, guiding Daniel to uncover and master his deepest cravings. As we stood mere inches apart, I leaned in, my voice low and intense. It's all about embracing your desires without apology. The air crackled with unspoken tension, each word hanging between us like a promise waiting to be fulfilled. It's not merely the desires that stir within you, but the way you convey that deep yearning that truly matters. The body whispers secrets of its own, a silent language waiting to be deciphered, urging us to listen and react with intention. In those fleeting moments, I witnessed Daniel transform, his early clumsiness melting away to reveal a profound awakening to his own identity and the intricate dance of human connection. The journey of education unfolded like a captivating tale of self-discovery, intertwining with the acquisition of technical knowledge. I reveled in witnessing his transformation, each step a testament to his blossoming confidence. The unconventional curriculum, intricately woven into the very fabric of our daily lives, brought forth a tapestry of challenges and uncertainties that tested our resolve. With every small step, Daniel edged nearer to conquering the arts I had vowed to impart to him. A surge of pride washed over me as I witnessed his progress, intertwined with an exhilarating sense of personal liberation. In that moment, I grasped a profound truth. I was learning alongside him, each step forward igniting a spark within me. As the dusk of that fateful evening descended upon our quiet home, an electric tension crackled in the air, a palpable sense of anticipation for the mysteries the night held in store. The dimmed lights and hushed atmosphere after dinner had always wrapped our evenings in a cocoon of intimacy. But tonight, an electric tension hung in the air, hinting at a journey into the unknown. With a flourish that commanded attention, I faced Daniel and declared, "The time has come for your education to reach new heights, my dear student." A spark of curiosity ignited in his eyes, a blend of nervousness and eagerness that I had come to recognize during our recent days of unconventional lessons. I reveled in the role of the mysterious teacher, keenly observing his every reaction, measuring the strides he took on his journey. Tonight would be unlike any other, I pressed on, a lesson in practicality unfolding before us. Feeling the thrill of his rising excitement, I guided him into the living room, a secretive smile dancing across my face. Tonight, we plunge into the depths, uncovering the intricate dance of actions and reaction. I gestured for him to take a seat next to me on the couch, his gaze flickering between my face and the flickering television screen, a wordless inquiry etched across his features. With a dramatic flourish, I seized the remote, activating the TV to unveil a world of raw, explicit intimacy. His breath hitched, a rush of warmth flooding his cheeks as the realization of my intent dawned on him. "Your lessons thus far have danced in the realm of theory, Marcus," I said, my voice steady, even as the visuals ignited a fire of provocation. "Now, you must delve into the tangible manifestation of those yearnings." The turmoil in his eyes was palpable, a silent battle raging within him as he fought to look away from the screen's relentless pull. The thrill and unease of this unconventional lesson were unmistakable, gripping him in a way that was both exhilarating and unsettling. I leaned in, allowing my perfume to wrap around us, my presence a soothing yet alluring contrast to the seductive visions unfolding before our eyes. "Watch and learn," I whispered, my voice barely breaking the silence, a promise hanging in the air like a charged spark, ready to ignite the unfolding drama. "Observe their movements, the way they interact with one another. These are not mere acts, they are dance movements, each pulsating with purpose and ignited by passion. As they immerse themselves in this intricate dance, you too must discover the rhythm of your own desires, moving in perfect harmony. As the scene unfolded, I watched Daniel with rapt attention, captivated by his attempts to replicate the actions on screen. His hands fidgeted nervously, and his body language spoke of uncertainty, drawing me deeper into the moment. He found himself locked in a fierce struggle, a tumultuous clash between his fraying nerves and the awakening realization of his own body's presence. "Come on, Marcus," I urged gently, feeling the weight of his uncertainty. "Embrace the rhythm. Surrender to the movement. It's more than mere physicality. It's the emotions that fuel it. Allow your deepest desires to lead the way." He paused, inhaling deeply before surrendering to the seductive rhythm. His initial movements were rigid, but slowly he began to find his flow, each motion becoming more graceful and alive. His eyes darted toward me, a silent plea for approval, a desperate need for validation that he was navigating the right path. "That's it. Feel the rhythm," I urged, my voice unwavering, leading him deeper into the dance. "Release your inhibitions. This is an intimate dialogue between you, your body, and your deepest desires." As the tension on screen escalated, so too did Marcus's every action. I observed, captivated, as he started to maneuver through the undulating currents of his own body, his initial reluctance dissolving in the intensity of the moment. With his eyes shut tight, he surrendered to the intoxicating journey, his features relaxing into a mask of serene focus. The movie's climax unfolded, and in the silence that followed, Daniel opened his eyes, his gaze meeting mine, a potent blend of triumph and vulnerability etched across his face. The air crackled with the electric thrill of our shared revelation. A profound revelation had emerged, unlocking a deeper comprehension of the world around them. "Do you understand?" I declared, the pride swelling within me. "It is a journey of surrendering to your instincts, casting aside the shadows of fear, and embracing the profound wisdom that your body speaks. It's an unstoppable force, a weapon waiting for your command." The stillness that enveloped them was thick with unvoiced inquiries and hidden truths, each moment heavy with anticipation. I could feel Daniel grappling with the weight of the evening's events, the significance of this daring leap in our unusual connection, and the profound effect it had on his journey of self-discovery. Through this unique teaching method, our bond was evolving, reshaping the traditional step-parent-stepchild dynamic into something entirely new. Wow. As I led Daniel through these uncharted territories, I found myself peeling back the layers of my own being, revealing a tangled web of desires and motivations waiting to be explored. Embracing the shadows of the night, I resolved to challenge Marcus, probing the depths of his burgeoning confidence and the expansive nature of our extraordinary journey of discovery. This evening, I chose a movie that promised to challenge and stimulate, a sophisticated dance of desire unfolding before our eyes. As the opening scene unfolded, I watched Daniel closely, keenly aware of the subtle shifts in his demeanor that had become all too familiar during our unconventional education. "Tonight, I want you to delve deep into the very essence of pleasure," I said, my gaze locking onto his with an intensity that promised revelation. "Immerse yourself in the sensations. Feel the reactions coursing through you. This journey transcends mere visuals. It's about the profound feelings they awaken within." The movie's pace quickened, each scene unfolding with a magnetic intensity. As the actors danced through their roles, their fervor igniting the screen, Daniel felt a surge of desire swell within him. I watched the turmoil in his expression, a fierce battle raging between his escalating physical reaction and the societal norms that demanded he suppress such desires. "Feel it, Marcus," I urged, my voice a soothing balm against the rising storm of tension. "Yield to the moment, surrender yourself just this once." My words pierced through the walls of his inhibitions, and he yielded, letting the scene envelop him completely. As the film unfolded, our dialogue deepened, transforming into an engaging and interactive journey of discovery. I guided him through every step, my voice a calming presence amid the rising tide of excitement. "Good. Keep going," I urged, my voice steady as he mirrored the actions unfolding on the screen. "Quicker, yes, just like that." His body flowed seamlessly with the rhythm of the visuals, and I was captivated, entranced by the way he maneuvered through the complex dance of physical pleasure. He felt as though he was finally deciphering the intricate dialect of his own body, shedding the chains of restraint to fully immerse himself in a realm of unrestrained longing. As the scene built to its breathtaking peak, Daniel ascended to a level that astonished even me. With his eyes shut tight and his body coiled like a spring, he released a low, barely perceptible groan, and in that moment I understood he had reached a pivotal milestone. Yet our journey had only just begun. I've never been able to do that," Daniel breathed, his eyes fluttering open, revealing a profound blend of amazement and vulnerability that shimmered in their depth. "Not with such intensity." The air crackled with an electric intensity, each moment thick with anticipation, as shadows danced in the flickering light. Every heartbeat echoed like a drum, urging the story forward, pulling the reader deeper into the unfolding drama. "You've elevated the experience to an entirely new realm," I declared, my voice laced with satisfaction and a whisper of pride. "But the journey is far from finished. There are still uncharted territories waiting to be discovered." The weight of my words hung heavily in the air, palpable and charged, as we lingered in silence, each of us grappling with the evening's unfolding drama and the shadows it cast on our futures. The air crackled with unvoiced possibilities, heavy with the lingering warmth of our newfound revelation. It's challenging," he rasped, his voice thick with the weight of unspoken struggles. "Lingering, mastering the situation. Lingering, mastering the situation." I leaned in, a smile playing on my lips, savoring the warmth of his flushed recognition. "Self-control is merely one thread woven into the intricate tapestry of experience, Marcus. In the chaos of surrender, the true lessons of life unfold." His eyes widened, a flicker of promise and peril igniting within them, and in that fleeting moment of vulnerability, I sensed his readiness to delve into this uncharted territory of knowledge. Just as the moment felt ripe, the film transitioned into its next scene, enveloping us in a seductive atmosphere that deepened our growing emotional connection. "Let yourself go," I whispered, urging him to dive deeper into the unfolding tapestry of this sensual journey. "With the right mentor, you'll soar to unimaginable heights. It's a journey of breaking limits, side by side." As the night deepened, our lessons unfolded, each moment thick with anticipation. As we delved into a profound conversation, the films flickering on the screen, I came to understand that by guiding Marcus, I was unearthing hidden facets of my own being, pushing the limits of my desires and perception. The air was thick with promise, a seductive whisper that beckoned to continue, an irresistible siren call that could not be silent. With each passing moment, I pressed on, guiding, testing, and enticing, fully conscious that these lessons served a dual purpose, both for my eager student and for my own awakening. The night unfolded with a palpable intensity, each moment steeped in the raw essence of longing and the complex dance of physical connection. As the movie unfolded on the screen, a silent guide through a stormy inner journey, Marcus's eyes drank in every subtle cue, every flicker of emotion portrayed by the actors. Yet, I sensed a stirring within him, a burgeoning eagerness to transcend the role of a mere observer of physical intimacy and step boldly into the realm of active engagement. Kneeling before him, our fingers intertwined, I felt the electric tension simmering just beneath his composed facade. Touch is a powerful language, Marcus, I whispered, my voice low and deliberate, each word hanging in the air like a promise. It serves as a conduit for expression, a journey into the depths of the soul, and a way to connect with the most fundamental yearnings of the heart. His breath quickened, and a fierce spark ignited in his eyes as he moved his hands, guided by my own, to trace the contours of his body, exploring the sensation as if it were a thrilling discovery, raw and electrifying. His touch was both tender and deliberate, a cautious exploration of the delights woven into his very being. Embrace the pulse within you, Marcus, I urged, my voice soaring alongside his growing exhilaration. Allow your hands to lead you, revealing the secrets of self-pleasure. With each lesson he embraced, his movements grew more confident, his fingers gliding over his skin with a newfound awareness and intent. His eyes, a blend of focus and detachment, reflected the awakening of his understanding of the intricate beauty found in the realm of physical exploration. In that pivotal moment, I resolved to delve deeper, venturing boldly into uncharted territory. As I leaned in, my lips grazed his ear, the heat of our bodies igniting an intoxicating tension between us. Now, Marcus, I crave your touch. Let your hands wander, savoring each sensation, and together we will revel in the pleasure that unfolds. He halted, his eyes expanding with a mix of astonishment and anticipation. A fleeting moment of hesitation hung in the air, a suspended breath where time itself seemed to hold still, waiting for what would come next. With a determined intensity, his hands shifted from his own form to mine, gliding along the contours of my shoulders and the delicate curves of my neck. His touch was soft, yet it carried an undeniable power, awakening a deep and intoxicating desire. As I shut my eyes, I immersed myself in the moment, every sensation heightened by the deep trust and intimacy we had built together. I touched as his fingers traced the bare skin of my shoulders and arms, the heat of his touch searing into me. I realized I had led him to a moment of deep revelation. Good, Marcus, I praised, my gaze locking onto his. Experience the electric connection that crackles in the air, the intoxicating pleasure that flows between us, a dance of shared desires. Here lies the heart of physical connection, an intricate ballet of longing and passion. As the movie's plot twisted and turned, our conversations transformed, mirroring the unfolding drama. With newfound courage surging through him, I sensed it was the moment for Danielle to transcend the boundaries of self-exploration and embark on a journey into a realm of deeper, more engaging experiences. Shall we plunge into the depths together? I made my proposal, my voice tinged with a hint of playful defiance. With a subtle yet firm guidance, I positioned his hands, urging him to replicate the movements of the characters on the screen. But this time, it was with me as his partner in this unfolding tale. The air crackled with an electric tension, hinting at the dawn of a deep and transformative bond. Ripe with the promise of newfound understanding, I led him through each step, my breath weaving into his rhythm, our bodies entwined in a silent symphony, every touch and gesture unveiling a profound truth between us. Our hands intertwined, moving together as if they were weaving a tapestry of sensuality and desire, discovering the unvoiced expressions of physical intimacy. We burst into the scene together, the air thick with anticipation, as Marcus, spurred on by my unwavering support, reached an exhilarating climax of sensation. In the aftermath, his eyes sparkled with the thrill of discovery as they locked onto mine, and in that moment, we exchanged a profound, unvoiced connection, acknowledging the vast journey behind us and the uncharted realms that lay ahead. That night's lesson unfolded like a pivotal chapter in Marcus's life, revealing the profound impact of trust and guidance. It was a defining moment, propelling him further along his path to self-discovery and sensual freedom. In the aftermath of our electrifying evening, a heady blend of longing and revelation hung between us, urging us to delve deeper into the mysterious journey of our intertwined fates. I guided Daniel to the bedroom, each step deliberate, my eyes burning with an allure that was impossible for him to resist. The night unfolded like a wild tapestry, daring us to explore the depths of our bond, to lose ourselves in the raw beauty of our connection, and to bask in the intoxicating moments of surrender and bliss. The bedroom, shrouded in the velvety darkness of night, transformed into our sanctuary, a clandestine stage for our hidden ritual. The silence enveloped us, punctuated solely by our breaths and the gentle whisper of sheets, amplifying the electric anticipation that thrummed beneath our skin. As the moonlight poured through the window, draping Marcus's eager face in a shimmering veil, I stood before him, a quiet maestro ready to unleash a crescendo of desire. His eyes sparkled with a mix of eagerness and trepidation, a silent storm of questions swirling within as he stood on the brink of our shared passion, waiting for the moment to ignite. Tonight is a journey into the unknown, Marcus, I whispered, my breath intertwining with his in the dim light. Let us embark on a journey guided by our deepest yearnings, delving into the profound intricacies of our bond. With these words, I set the night ablaze, the dawn of a ritual that would forever etch its mark upon us both. He echoed my every move, his hands now infused with a boldness that spoke volumes, driven by the silent yet palpable tension of longing that had blossomed between us. In the stillness of the room, our bodies communicated in a silent symphony of touch, mapping the contours of one another with delicate exploration. His fingertips glided over my shoulders, a gentle pressure igniting sparks, while the soft caress of his lips danced along my neck, sending shivers down my spine. Every touch ignited a surge of electricity that raced through my veins. Every movement between us spoke volumes, each touch igniting a fervent declaration of our shared desire. As we surrendered to the silent call, our bodies intertwined, our breaths grew rapid and fervent. The rhythm of his heartbeat pulsed under my fingertips, the scorching warmth of his skin melding with mine, a vivid testament to the rising tide of our longing. Each caress drew us closer to an uncharted realm, a space where our worlds would clash in an explosive harmony. As the night unfolded, we found ourselves entwined in a tantalizing game, each movement drawing us nearer to the edge of exquisite desire. Each movement, each hushed sigh, tightened the tension, amplifying the fervor of our entwined journey. The night air thrummed with the rhythm of our entwined breaths, each gasp and sigh composing a haunting melody in the symphony of our bodies. The crescendo surged forth like a raging storm, rattling the core of our very being. We moved together in a wild, chaotic rhythm, a primal display of our shared desire. I led him, then yielded to him, our roles intertwining in a fluid dance of dominance and fragility. In that instant, we transcended the roles of teacher and student, step-parent and stepchild, becoming two souls entwined in a raw, visceral bond. As we ascended to the pinnacle of our passion, the moonlight blazed with an intensity that revealed the raw, exquisite truth of our deep connection. The air was thick with our breathless gasps and hushed whispers, a vivid echo of the fervor that bound us in this moment of discovery. In the hushed aftermath, as we lay intertwined, our skin glistening with the remnants of our fervor, the weight of our recent triumph enveloped us like a heavy cloak. This night transcended mere physical release. It was a journey into the depths of our desires, a sacred communion where every touch wove a profound, elemental connection between us. We both sensed that this transcended a simple lesson or a fleeting moment of shared pleasure. It was a life-altering odyssey, plunging into the very essence of our beings, where we unearthed an extraordinary love, an unwavering loyalty, and an insatiable yearning that defied the limitations of conventional connection. This night became an unforgettable testament to the power of surrender, showcasing the extraordinary heights that trust, guidance, and passion can elevate us to, a peak from which there was no return. As we stepped into the shower, the steam enveloped us, swirling around our bodies beneath the cascade of warm water. A knowing glance passed between us, a silent agreement that this evening was far from over. A silent agreement lingered in the air between us. The bathroom, alive with the echo of the shower's rhythmic pulse, transformed into an extension of the bedroom's intimacy, a sanctuary where the lessons of the night could unfurl anew in a fluid, captivating form. I led Daniel beneath the cascading water, the remnants of the night dissolving from our skin, only to be enveloped by an intoxicating wave of desire. The steaming water cascaded over us like a sacred rite, washing away the final traces of restraint and inhibition from our minds and bodies. Sometimes, I began, my voice resonating through the rhythmic patter of water droplets, the most profound lessons emerge from letting our bodies pursue their deepest yearnings, surrendering to the relentless currents of desire. His eyes, shimmering with the reflection of the water, locked onto mine, grasping the unspoken invitation that lingered in the misty air. Without a word, he surrendered, his hands reaching out to pull me nearer, closing the gap that separated us. In the shower's intimate confines, we embarked on a new, exhilarating dance. My body, pressed against his, ignited with every sensation, each touch intensified by the slick connection of our damp skin. His hands, emboldened by the night's fervor, roamed my body with an insatiable hunger, savoring every curve and hollow, transforming me into his masterpiece of desire. With his confident touch, every nerve ending ignited, transforming each moment into an intimate symphony of sensation. As I leaned back against the cool tile, savoring the refreshing contrast to my heated skin, Marcus's fingers traced the path of water, igniting a thrilling new adventure of discovery. His touch was both commanding and gentle, making my breath hitch and my body respond with an involuntary arch. The shower's mosaic of vibrations and the swirling mist intensified the sensory experience, rendering our body's responses more vivid and undeniable. The relentless splash of water against the tiles created a haunting melody, echoing the frantic rhythm of our racing hearts and the fierce pulse of blood coursing through our veins. "This is about surrendering to the moment," I urged, my voice rising above the chaos, discovering a fresh resonance in the sweltering air. "Allow your body to awaken, to steer you, and to draw you closer to the edge of ecstasy." I grasped his hand, slick from the cascading water of the shower, and pulled it tightly against me, compelling him to explore the intoxicating depths of his newfound power. As he moved, his hands expertly tracing the curves of my body, the symphony of our earlier moans and whispers transformed into something entirely new, a fervent canticle of passion. It became our private musicale, reverberating off the slick tiles of the shower, enveloping us in its intoxicating embrace. A fusion of touch and sensation, heightened by the shower's captivating force. It was a yielding to the raw, primal urges that dictated our very existence. A quiet recognition of the deep bond we had crafted through our intertwined journeys. We lingered in the fading steam, the cool air caressing our overheated skin, a tantalizing contrast that sent shivers down our spines. My gaze locked onto his, and in the depths of his eyes, I found a reflection of the understanding that pulsed within my own heart. The evening had reached a crescendo, an unforgettable experience that neither of us could have anticipated. Our shower together transcended mere physical cleansing. It was a moment of awakening, a deeper plunge into the depths of desire, and an unwavering faith in a path we, as unlikely allies, had chosen to traverse side by side. In the shadowy aftermath of our shower, as the final wisps of steam dissipated and the mechanical hum of the water faded into silence, we stood enveloped in the warm embrace of the bathroom, the outside world slipping away into oblivion. In the dim light, Daniel and I stood close, our skin still glistening with moisture, enveloped in a silence that spoke volumes, a shared moment heavy with an unspoken connection. We stood at a pivotal crossroads in our relationship, a moment of irrevocable change where the familiar boundaries of family had faded, giving rise to a thrilling and unexpected bond. The unspoken questions lingered in the air, heavy with anticipation. What did this shift signify? How would it reshape our identities? And what unknowns awaited us in the shadows of the future? The air crackled with an electric tension, thick with the remnants of our fervor, a heady blend of longing, fragility, and fulfillment. Marcus's eyes, like clear windows to his soul, mirrored an intense inner conflict, a struggle between the allure of surrendering to his primal instincts and the tantalizing possibilities that this daring new path might unveil. My gaze, tender yet unwavering, reached for his, and in that fleeting moment, I understood that no words could ever convey the profoundness of what we had shared. "What is this?" I began, my voice barely audible against the lingering hum of the shower. "It doesn't have to shape our destiny." He gazed at me, his eyes, profound wells of feeling, silently probing with a question that lingered in the air between us. I pressed on. "Yet, if we embrace it, it has the power to draw us nearer, revealing the secrets of our bodies, our deepest desires, and the very essence of who we are." With a subtle nod, Daniel acknowledged the weight of this new reality, his acceptance palpable in the air around him. He had always been a kindred spirit on my unconventional journey, a path where the rules of relationship twisted and turned, and the definitions of love and connection ebbed and flowed like the tide. "The battle rages on, and the end is nowhere in sight, is it?" he asked, his voice laced with a tantalizing blend of satisfaction and the electric thrill of the next adventure waiting just around the corner. "The journey we've embarked upon holds countless lessons and experiences yet to unfold," A smile crept across my face as I reached out, my fingers gliding over the dampness of his cheek, the warmth of his skin igniting a spark within me. No, we're not, I declared, my eyes glinting with a playful spark, brimming with anticipation. Far from it. In that quiet moment, our secret haven within the bathroom, the whispers of the night lingered in our thoughts. The lessons learned, the intimacy shared, and the intoxicating sweetness of our physical bond. Our unconventional education had taken a transformative turn, weaving a bond between us that neither of us could have foreseen when this journey first unfolded. It has been transformed, hasn't it? The familiar limits have vanished, leaving only the unknown ahead. Absolutely not, I responded, my voice a soft whisper laced with unwavering determination. Yet, within that lies a captivating beauty. We are venturing into the unknown, forging our own path, and redefining what it means to truly connect. The air shimmered with newfound clarity, the burdens of the evening's events dissolving into a thrilling sense of wonder and eager anticipation. In that instant, we grasped that the confines of conventional relationships held no power over us. In a world where boundaries blur, the step-parent transforms into a lover, and the student blossoms into a passionate partner, igniting a fire that neither could have anticipated. What lies ahead for us now? Daniel inquired, his face a captivating blend of exhilaration and apprehension. What lies ahead on this winding path? I stepped closer, the warmth of our bodies almost merging, an electric heat pulsing in the air around us. It guides us to the destinations of our choosing. We carve out the rules, shape the boundaries, and determine the very limits of this connection. It is a journey filled with revelation, learning, and longing. A smile danced upon his lips, hinting at secrets untold. A reflection that felt eerily familiar, as if it were a mirror image of my very soul. In the quiet corners of our world, we exchanged a secret smile, a bond forged in a shared understanding that belonged solely to us. The gaze we shared was electric, a silent conversation filled with love, trust, and an exhilarating sense of boundless exploration. And if anyone asks, he said with a playful glint in his eye, his tone teasing and light, we're simply expanding our family bonding activities, aren't we? A genuine laugh erupted from deep within me, a vivid echo of the joy that surged through my being in that fleeting moment. Indeed, a groundbreaking perspective on the intricate web of family relationships. After all, we're not merely a family. We're a family that boldly embraces life on our own terms. As the laughter dwindled into silence, our gazes intertwined, conveying a myriad of unvoiced emotions. We had stepped into a thrilling new chapter of our relationship, one that whispered of adventure, transformation, and a deep appreciation for the exquisite bond we were forging together. The evening shadows, once merely a backdrop to our passionate dance, now wrap around us like a protective cocoon, guarding our tale from prying eyes and granting us the freedom to let it unfold in a slow, tantalizing rhythm all our own. Slow, tantalizing rhythm our own. The morning light seeped into the room, warm and welcoming, a tender counterpoint to the moon's alluring glow that had enveloped us throughout the night. I awoke, my body weighed down by the lingering haze of the previous night's fervent confessions. The room, a silent witness to our intimate exchange, now basked in the tranquil light of a new day, inviting us to break free from the cocoon of our shared indulgences. Marcus's breath, gentle and rhythmic against my shoulder, whispered that he too was navigating the delicate threshold between sleep and wakefulness, his body harmonizing with the pulse of our shared dreams. I shifted just enough, my back a silent witness to the bond we shared, and gazed at him as he lay in slumber. His body radiated strength, even in stillness, while his features, relaxed in slumber, revealed a serene contentment that whispered of the deep bonds we had forged. The shadows of the night danced in my memory, our secret escapades playing out like a flickering film reel, each moment steeped in mystery and thrill. The heat of our passion ignited like a wildfire, each whispered confession, a secret spell binding us closer. Laughter danced between us, a melody of joy, while the ecstasy of our mutual exploration unfolded like a vivid tapestry, each thread a moment etched in the canvas of my memory. The intoxicating blend of emotions and sensations pulsed through my veins, a vivid afterglow of our shared indulgence that refused to fade. In that tender moment, enveloped by the soft embrace of the morning sun, I understood that this was far more than mere physical or forbidden pleasure. It was a revelation of a shared fragility, a deep dive into the essence of our beings, and the creation of a bond that could withstand any storm. Our unconventional connection had ventured into a new, uncharted territory, one that beckoned with the thrill of trust, desire, and love, promising an exhilarating adventure ahead. A whispering sound, gentle as the first light of day, stirred Daniel from his slumber. He turned, his eyes slowly fluttering open, seeking mine in the soft embrace of the morning light. In silence, we forged a deep connection, grasping the weight of our shared experiences and the enigmas that awaited us in the shadows of the unknown. "Morning," he murmured, his voice thick with the weight of the dawn's embrace and the lingering shadows of last night's unvoiced vows. "You were incredible," he said, his gaze soft and filled with admiration. "As were you," I replied, my voice laced with deep gratitude and a warmth that lingered in the air between us. "What lies beyond the veil of our existence? It has changed, hasn't it?" He smiled, a knowing smile that carried the heavy burden of the night's revelations. "No, it's not," he conceded, a hint of resignation in his voice. "It feels as though you've stumbled upon a secret world, concealed within the everyday." In the serene embrace of the morning, we lingered, enveloped in each other's warmth. The soft whispers of dawn, a calming contrast to the passionate intensity of the night that had just passed. The room enveloped us in soft shadows, the dappled light weaving through the curtains like whispers of secrets yet to be revealed. It transformed into a sanctuary, a sacred space where we could pause, reflect, and hold our breath in anticipation of the day ahead and the thrilling new venture that awaited us. The air crackled with unasked questions and hidden longings, yet we felt no urgency to dive into the day. Instead, we savored the sweet aftermath of our entwined passions, relishing the tantalizing promise of what awaited us as we ventured into this thrilling new chapter of our unconventional bond. This morning's postscript revealed not the end of our tale, but a vivid new beginning, a gateway to the unfolding journey ahead as we delve deeper into the mystery of our connected longings, defined by an intense bond of love, trust, and shared discovery.